What's going on, AltCoin Army? This is Steve. Good morning to you guys, and we're getting up on Sunday morning, checking in on the markets. It's good to see that while I slept, yes, we do sleep from time to time, that the market maintained pretty much steady. Although, while I've been checking the situation and trying to see what's going on, I've noticed a little bit of pullback in market cap. It was up to almost 830 billion. And now it's down to 824. But that type of fluctuations is like minor chump change percents in this type of marketplace, and kind of to be expected. But things are going well. And what I wanted to do this morning was kind of gather up a few key resources and give you guys a due update on COLX. So if you guys have been following COLX, there's some buzz going about that coin since about Christmas time. So it's only been not even 2 weeks, at least on our radar. I know some of you guys have been holding that thing for a while. So give you a quick recap. Let's go ahead and pull up COLX here on CoinMarketCap. So if you guys are looking at figuring out where you could do some research on these guys, start here, and then you can get linked over to their social media. You can get linked over to their official website. Real brief overview. If this is your first time hearing about COLX, it stands for Colossus Coin XT. They used to have another coin that was CV2, so that was a different ticker. Now it's called COLX. And these guys have already completed the burn on those CV2 coins. So if you were a previous coin holder of CV2, you were required to have swapped those into COLX at a different coin ratio, and that should have been completed by December 28th. So they gave you guys plenty of time to do that if you were holding out. And what the coin burn we're looking at now is they had set up a max supply of 13 billion, of which the total supply of 12 billion is out there, and a circulating supply of 4 billion. So they anticipated a lot more CV2 tokens getting swapped over to this COLX. And it appears that a lot of people holding on to the CV2 coin, it was kind of a nominal coin. We don't know how many of those were lost, so on and so forth. A lot of those people failed to do so. So there's a surplus of those token holders. They missed out. I mean, if you find out that you're holding on to millions of CV2, it's too late. By the rules, you had until December 28th. And now they have started the coin burn of COLX. So they're not burning all the coins. Don't panic. So basically, because they set up COLX to account for all of the CV2 that was outstanding, they had created a total supply that was necessary for that. With all the lost CV2 that is now no longer listed on exchanges, you can no longer swap it. It's garbage now. Good luck to you guys on that one if you're holding it. But COLX is now going to see a diminished supply. And that's good news for you guys, because right now the circulating supply is only representing a little less than a third of the total supply. And that number of total supply is about to shrink. So here's what the development team at COLX is actually going to do. Let's say that, for example, there's 8 billion of these COLX coins that weren't going to be swapped, or that weren't swapped. And I don't know if that's the right number, so don't quote me on that. It could be far less than that, because I don't know how much the team is actually holding in reserves. So what the team announced they're going to do is that they're going to take 5% of the COLX coins that they're going to burn. And they're going to be burning them by, if they haven't burned them all yet, I don't think they have completed the burn. They're probably going to complete them all by today, at least according to an announcement we'll show you. But the team is going to put 5% of those outstanding coins and set them aside for themselves. Yeah, a little bit selfish, but they're going to put it into a development fund, so we hope that gets properly managed. And it's relatively a nominal amount, and it's something for them to be able to complete their project. So it's not all that bad. But so when we started talking about them, we did start talking about them in full force right about the time they started to hit the cusp here. And then the trading volume just boomed, and people started getting all over them. Now, I liked them, and the reason they got on my radar is because you guys had actually recommended it to me, because I've been talking about privacy coins. So this is a community coin that you guys came forward and said, oh, you keep talking about this coin. You keep talking about PivX. If you like PivX, you need to check out Colossus Coin XT. They just relaunched their coin on PivX. Oh, okay. So that was news, right? And the value's going up, and it's partly because the project's looking really good, and also because of this that's diminished total supply that's going to be taking place. So if you want to check out their full-on website, click on the website from CoinMarketCap. It is colossuscoinxt.org if you guys want to go directly to it. Now I always, just out of habit and for security reasons, I go to CoinMarketCap and I just link from the websites there. One, so I'm not doing Google searches and ending up in some junk, or worse, some type of phishing site where somebody's going to try to fish for information, even though I rarely ever type any info or sign up for any newsletters on any of these websites. I might follow them on social media instead. And if you want to find the real social media accounts, because there's a lot of fakes out there just in cryptocurrency in general, go ahead and follow them through their social media links that are there on CoinMarketCap as well. So brief overview, COLX is an economical privacy coin. So they're going to become a proof of stake coin where you can take out master nodes and you'll earn rewards because it's proof of stake. You'll earn rewards based on the size of your stake that you put out there. And these proof of stake coins are designed to not have to require mining, essentially, from the common consensus or common understanding that it will no longer require all these excessive computers. And a lot of coins are going to go this way. You know, if Ethereum does go to proof of stake, for example, that's going to be a huge game changer, especially for all those ERC20 tokens that are out there. Think about all the people out there currently mining some of these coins that would no longer be able to mine, because proof of stake doesn't care what your equipment looks like. It cares about what your staked holdings are. And there's usually minimum requirements. So you think about what that does for demand too, you know, at least on the onset. When people realize, like, let's go back up to show you the minimum. You have to have 10 million COLX to be able to create a master node for staking. If you're, let's say you're sitting at 1 million COLX or something, let's say you invested, that's still a decent chunk of money you would have invested even before the rise in price. But to get to 10 million, you'd think like, oh man, is it going to be worth it? I'm going to be able to get 2,500 COLX every 7 days, according to the staking reward systems, if you create a master node. So worth it to you guys? Yeah, it could be, right? And I mean, because that's every week. So if the coin starts going up in value and you're getting 2,500 of them fixed, just from putting in 10 million of your coins, which is a lot of money, admittedly, people are going to start to desire these larger positions for the sake of proof of stake. So they got listed on a few other exchanges. I picked them up on Trade Satoshi because back when I grabbed them and they were dirt cheap, that was really the only exchange that they were on for COLX. And I tell you what, Trade Satoshi is just a nightmare. I've said it on a few videos. They're just unstable. They crash. My personal quirk about them is, it requires a login and all this stuff. But do you know how many times I've gone back to Trade Satoshi's websites and the dang thing is just automatically signed me back in on I assume on my browser cookies, or it could be on some type of other pixel or something like that. But I don't find that to be secure, that I can get up from the computer and come back in the afternoon and go back to the website to check out what's going on, or buy a little bit more coin and find out that the whole time it's basically had me logged in, because it's a joke, right? So I don't keep a lot of money in Trade Satoshi, and that's also another caution for you guys. Look into getting wallets, whether it's hardware wallets or software wallets. Don't leave all your money on the exchanges, and definitely don't leave it all on one exchange, because they can get hacked from time to time. They can get hacked from your end. Your account can personally get hacked, or it can get hacked just in general. But anyways, back to Colossus XT. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a lesson learned and observation during my endeavors into investing in COLX early on. So it's a privacy coin. I like them. And proof of stake's an interesting concept. I see big things coming with that, and I know that the rest of the market is kind of heading in that general direction, because it doesn't require $8,000 of competitive mining equipment, and it doesn't require your typical mining pools, and it also doesn't require hundreds or thousands of dollars of electricity to be able to process things. I haven't actually done a COLX transaction. I've had some people tell me it's like lightning fast, but I haven't sent COLX to anybody because I'm holding a core position. I'm holding out to see what's going on, but they're saying their block time's 60 seconds. So That's not the fastest claimed block speed for privacy coins. I've seen 30 seconds claimed by some other coins out there, but that's still fast, right? I mean, if it maintains true, that's a heck of a lot faster than Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin are in actuality. So here's their exchanges that they're on. You got Coins Markets, you've got Masternode Exchange, never been on that one. Nova Exchange, Trade Satoshi. Now their old token CV2 was listed on Cryptopia, and that's been delisted just to make sure that people don't buy it because it is a burned coin. But they are looking right now at getting moved over to the new COLX ticker. They're looking at getting that moved over to Cryptopia. So they're doing some crowdfunding, and I really believe that they probably have already completed the funding requirement for that. I do remember seeing that. Let's go back to their social media and see if we can dig that coin up. So voting for next exchange. Okay, help us to be listed on next exchange. So they're using their community right now to get listed on more exchanges, and what that means is that they're going to have a lot more access to investors' capital, because some people are, hold true and dear to their favorite exchanges and don't, for many reasons, don't tread too far outside of that loop. And a lot of these micro coins, like COLX used to be, now it's no longer really a micro coin. It's over 2 cents. You used to be able to pick it up for a tenth of that or less. Let's see, where do we get the coin burn update for old coins? That was January 3rd. Let's go and pull up here. So I was able to find some information on coindar.org about these guys, and it was the announcement from Twitter. So this is from at Colossus Coin XT, the official Twitter account for the Colossus Coin XT team. And here's their update from a couple days ago. All excess COLX unclaimed coins, so unclaimed. You have to be specific. They're not. I've seen a lot of people fudding out that, like, oh, I just bought COLX. I thought you guys were in on this, and now they're saying they're burning it. Hang on. If your coins, if you already bought COLX, you're safe, man. It's the uncirculated coins that they're going to be burning. 95% of those. So hang on there, man. Feel good about it, right? Don't panic. Just make sure. I mean, if you're still, like I said before, if you're holding CV2, it's too late. But reserve 5% for development fund. And this will be done at the very latest by the end of this week. So that was set on January 3rd. Depending on what kind of, whether you're using the Hallmark calendar or you're using some other calendar, does the weekend on Saturday, in which case it would have already been completed. Does the weekend on Sunday, in which case today is the day for the coin burn to finalize. But either way, it's imminent, right? And if we go back and we want to look at their market, on their chart here on CoinMarketCap, let's go ahead and take a look at the one-day trade. And they're up pretty strong, man. So look at that lift all the way till now. This is in 24 hours. They're up, a good rough, almost 50% day over day. Good strong lift. So I think a lot of people saw it coming as early this morning, and then now they're ready to go on that. So be on the lookout. There could be some big things coming, because this team is really still just getting started. We'll go ahead and close up some of these windows. Even though they've gone through all this, they've gone and done the coin swap from CV2 to COLX, which really reduced the circulating supply from the original coin, and now it's going to further greatly reduce the circulating supply of the COLX coin due to the people who failed to swap. But you can get in, and I think there's still time on this one, because when we look about, what was the news? When you look at how long it's going to take this team to complete its project, you're still in the very early phases on their roadmap of delivering more than just the coin at this point. So they are now based on PivX. PivX is great for privacy coins. So this is another privacy coin out there. It's fast. It's proof of stake. So it's got a lot of good things going for it. There's a lot of competition in privacy coins, and you can pick your favorites. But just the fact that this team is very active. They're not active on a daily basis in terms of posting updates to Twitter and stuff like that. They could potentially do that. I don't know if that would burn people out and just get tired of hearing the same old thing. And it's also kind of the reason we haven't talked about it in a few days, despite some of this news taking place, is that we did talk about it 2 or 3 times over the, between Christmas and New Year's, and we felt like we needed to take our foot off the pedal with this thing and not burn you guys out on it. But there's still some really good stuff happening there. and it's definitely still worth looking into. We can't promise that this coin's going to go big or that it's, going to go big fast or anything like that. My core position is meant to, like, I'm going to see this project through for at least a few months. And I expect that with the slow and steady rise of the market, when we go back and we look at just cryptocurrencies in general, and we want to see what's going on with market capital, despite the fact that, yes, they do add in new coins slowly, but look at the slow and steady climb in market capital over the last 3 months, and especially more so since about Thanksgiving time, U.S. Thanksgiving. This thing is on an upward trend, like month over month. We're looking at more than doubling, roughly. I'm just eyeballing it, but more than doubling the market cap. Is it sustainable? I really feel like we haven't even hit the knee in the curve, honestly. So what that means is that we haven't even gotten to the point where the massive uptake will actually happen. And you might think differently if you look at the 1 year and you see that, we hit a knee in a curve here, and then we might be starting to kind of get gradual. But I still feel like we're riding out in the big scheme of things. I still feel like we're riding out, trying to get to the next knee in that curve, and we're going to get some hyper velocity the moment that more of these coins gain some of that mainstream trust. So the more that you guys talk to your friends about it, the more that people discover channels like ours and Superman Ademi and Data Dash and people like that, the more that people consume knowledge and get practice in there, they're going to get faith in the coins, right? Like you just put your toe in the water at first and you're like, all right, man, I'm going to throw $50 at this because my buddy keeps telling me he's making money with it. And I feel sheepish because I ran out of excuses on why I can't get started. So you put your toe in, you say, all right, feels good, water's warm, go ahead and get in. And next thing you know, you're like ready to take a plunge because it's exciting, right? The moment you start seeing that you're getting returns, it's big time. So anyhow, there's your update on COLX, guys. Stay tuned, keep your eye on that total supply. I don't know how long it's going to take CoinMarketCap to stay up to date. We really expect an announcement to come out officially from the COLX team to let us know what the status of that coin burn is after the completion. Give us a sense of how many coins in total they actually burned, what they brought the total supply down to, because they will really know that. And then, what that 5% translates into for their development team and so on and so forth. So comment below what you guys want to hear about next. You guys have a great weekend and stay tuned to AltCoin Buzz. We got a lot going on here.